So, Inter 2, Lazio 2. Absolute bottle jobs. You know that? Absolute bottle jobs. There's some people I really need to go, and I'm happy for them to actually leave right now. You have Arnautovic back to default setting. Termi, I don't know. These are like strikers. Of course, Latoro's injured. 352. We have Pavard's on the bench, recovering from fitness. But I played Bisek. I don't. The thing of Bisek is, I always got to him later, but the concentration on this team reeks. Yes, you have Bisek score a goal in the first half. Good job. But then again, second half, awful. Play in third or fourth gear. Here at most. Lazy passes all around. And when Lazio do score, oh, you could try to get another one. Okay, out of that, we sit back and be more complacent. Of course, a Bisek penalty. Because think about Bisek is, I know the first goal Inter conceded, disorganized in the back. What is Bastoni and Cheddar be doing? I know I like Bastoni, but what is he doing? Are they international or something? But is it really a bottle job? I don't go on ref and stuff, blame the ref, but it's not even a game. We scored two. They scored two, not by terrible ref decisions. That Bissek handball. His hands behind his back, but he moved them to more open. His handball. So that's two. The concentration levels of his team, especially Bissek. How many goals has Inter conceded with Bissek in the last 15 minutes? I don't know. Every time when I watch Bissek in the last 15 minutes, his brain just turns into mush. Forgets all the basics and stuff. I have no words to describe. I have no words to describe it. There's a reason why I think he's one of the players. If there's an offer, sell him. Because besides his ball playing and moving the ball up, he has the worst concentration levels I've seen. Now, I can say the same for Inzaghi for himself, but move on. But yeah, there's that. But I know. But who are we supposed to blame? Arnautovic? I mean, we could. Going to goes for Lukaku. UCL Lukaku. One goal, one where he could have scored a tap in, and another where I really think the ball could have gone in, but he's offside, tapped the ball in there. Yep, that's prime Lukaku-esque in the UCL. But yeah, there's also that. But what's the excuse for the midfield? Build-up wise, our midfield looks very off. This is only one pulling the strings, Chanoglu. Everyone else like, okay, misplaced passes, Barella, Mickey, misplaced passes. Rely on DeMarco and Dumfries build up. In fact, this game crossed the hope for the best. 2 goals from set piece, Lazio open play, disorganized, and second goal penalty. I know the Parma did their job. They did their job. We have Lord Chivu trying to help us out, but what about us? What about us? What have we done to help out? Yeah, it was Arnautovic. Like, get rid of him. Hey, if he wants to play for an extra year contract, don't bother. Get him out. I know it's still 1 point ahead, but there's still something to play for. You look at the table right now, because I know that's top four. Something like Juve, Roma, Lazio, so something to play for. Fiorentina, nope. Juve, Roma, Lazio, really massive. Because Bologna has the Europa League, so fifth is Europa League, sixth is Conference. If it's Bologna, they're not getting UCL because they can probably it's probably the most dead rubber game for Bologna. I'm not sure about the head-to-head with Lazio, but yeah, 3 teams to play for. But Napoli against Cagliari, they mentioned scrap relegation, 36. Yeah, they're safe. They have nothing to play for. And then there's Inter playing Como. I mean, they are in form right now. Four wins and a draw. I say again with Como. They kept Fabregas and their core pieces. And also one good transfer window. I can see them competing for a European spot. Yep, Inter against Como, inform Como. I know Como is very safe, but most of the games are dead rubber to them right now. But I can see them giving us a game. Cagliari, they're safe from relegation. They're safe from relegation. The advantage Napoli, and Napoli are playing at home. Napoli's home record. I mean, can't just go through like Google or something. But Napoli's home record, second. Cagliari, 16th, their home record. Yeah, you can forget about that. Could have been give us 1 foot if one for Arnautovic. You can blame Arnautovic, you can blame Bisek, it's high margins. But the game states, awful. Because Napoli still has their hands for the Scudetto. Because they can blame the referee also, but these are the types of goals Lazio scored. They are actually fair. They're actually fair. So, ratings. I'm gonna give ratings. Sommer. I mean, he did some good saves, sweeps, and stuff. Sweeps, good save from him. Probably could have been worse. I mean, first goal, I don't think you can do anything about it. It's point blank. It'd be very tough to score point blank. Second goal, penalty. Maybe dove the right way. But it's a very unfortunate but penalty really isn't his fault for conceding that. So I'm going to give him 7. Bastoni. He kept the right side quiet. Besides being disorganized. I was going to give him 6. Acerbi. 5. I need to give him. Yeah, I think 5 is fair. It was an absolute bottle jaw. Acerbi defended well. Disorganized the first goal. Of course, you can't recreate that third goal against Barca, so 5. Bisek, 5. I know he scored, but yeah, while Lazio players are ball watching for the corner, but concentration levels terrible. Sure, he has ball playing, but aerial duels, aerially, like no. I don't. I'm not going to give anyone a man of the match for this one. Terrible. Concentrate, because he's the type of player. If there's an offer, just take it. Chanoglu, 6. I rate 6.5. The only bright spot in the midfield, because our midfield just cannot string passes. Mickey. You know what? Mickey Umbrella. That's stinker. Stinker. 4. DeMarco. I'll give him 5.5. He could have scored another banger goal, but oh well. Dumfries. Most of the build up is from him, moving the ball nicely. In fact, the player of the season between him or Bastoni. Yes, but Dumfries, I don't know what Marazza did with his contract, but he probably sacrificed something. Give him 6. Give him 7. Taremi. He's not going to score. You can forget about that. I don't understand Taremi. On one hand, on ball, he's terrible and seems a bit slow compared to the rest of his other teammates. But defensively, off the ball, he knows how to press and defend and stuff. Because I think we should probably move on from Taremi also. Unless you really think a 5th striker should be brought in to hold on to a lead. So 5. Taram. All the plays there. I mean, could have. I mean, in pocket, I think. One dribble, like, okay, that's it. What? Lazio, they actually woke up in the second half. 1 shot and not accurate. Like, hold the plays there. In fact, he's been dropping deep to help build up. Because our midfield just can't even string passes. So I think it would be leaning at 5. Correa, 3. The Correa. I'm happy that he's going to be gone. I noticed something that we never won the Scudetto with Correa in the team. 20 to 21, Scudetto. 21-22. Correa joins the squad, and we lost the Scudetto. Next season, we lost the Scudetto again. 23-24, where Correa goes to Marseille. We won a Scudetto. 24-25, he comes back. We're probably going to lose Scudetto from there. So his conclusion, get rid of Correa ASAP. Carlos Augusto, I'll give him 5. Let's put bare minimum. Let's put a shift in. We're bringing, I mean, it's fair to say to bring him in to hold on to the lead. Zielinski, I'm not going to bring in Raid because they came in so late. Concentrated, because like, what, 90th minute? I expect them to do something. Unless you're Arnautovic. I've seen enough. 1. Actually, no. Can we have a -1? Negative. Like -1. I don't know. Cause like I remember doing post-match reactions with Arnautovic in the team, and their time, and he's really the only player I've given a negative number 2 for match ratings. About 7 minutes, I know it's like very small window. You have him missing a free tap in, and an offside goal, which I don't think it would have been offside if he reached that. So -1. Inzaghi. I mean, it's fair to say lineup. You want to have a chance for a Scudetto. Pick a strong lineup. But substitutions came in very, very late. And get a point where midfield can't string passes. Really not his fault. But substitution wise, game management, game state, no. 4. Referees. You know what? I don't speak about referees. 4 awful referees. China, I don't know how I got yellow. 5 is fair. 4.5, 4.5, 4, 5 around that range. So yeah. Penalty check, no penalty check for our players, apparently. And yellow for Haka, which is a clear tackle. Clean tackle. So yeah, those are my match ratings. Out of 10, with 6 being the average. If I was Napoli, they probably will win the league point. Cagliari, dead rubber game for them. Dead rubber game for Cagliari. Como, the dead rubber game. They're in form. So yeah, about that. I'm not sure about the Como lineup. Because almost for Como, probably if we're going to give out the Scudetto, probably bring in our B team, players recovering from fitness at most. Because youth players, it's not going to happen because it's Inzaghi. So yeah, probably B team and players recovering. Got to prepare for the UCL. Let's try not to get massive injuries whatsoever. I will end it right here, so see you guys later. Bye bye.